Hey everybody, so last time the players finally got out of fuck house. And and then they went to a shop that was run by a very rude man who was charging them 10 times what the stuff was worth, but they ended up stealing something anyway. And then they went to the bar,
Hey,
which is where I called it. We right as they were entering the Blood of the Vine Tavern. So I have a little thing I need to read here. A single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, claiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern. And when you go in, there are, let's see how many people.
roll 100.
No, one. There are 5 people inside. One is the barkeep, and he just seems to be standing there. He's wiping down a glass, and then he sets it down. He picks it up. He picks up the next one. He starts wiping it down. There's like glasses all in a line. He just seems like to be cleaning them continuously. There are 3 of those gypsy-looking people that you saw. Like, remember the guy who gave you the letter to come here in the first place? There's 3 women that are dressed like him, and they're much more colorful and flamboyant-looking than anybody else you've seen in this realm so far. Everybody else has sort of had like this sort of dour and expression to them, and they seem to be like bereft of color. And then there is a man in there. He sort of looks different. He's sort of like halfway between having some color in him and like looking sort of dour. You can definitely tell that he's like he's definitely not one of the Vistani, which is what the gypsy people are called. And when he sees you when he sees you guys walking in, he looks up and he goes, "Ah, please, come here. Yes, please, come here. Allow me to buy you a drink."
Colin, may I make an honest request?
Yeah.
Could you supplant the word gypsy with the word Romani, please?
Thank you. I was going to wait till after the session.
No, okay, that's fine. But I mean, I'm just going to call them Vistani from now on because that's actually what they're called. But I apologize for that. Yes, that's how they put it in the book, I think. So like, yeah,
not an excuse.
No, it is not. But it's one of those things where I haven't unlearned it yet. I'm sorry, for which I apologize.
Okay.
What's with all the anemia?
Certain character.
So you asked that, and people just sort of like look at you. You have no clue.
Yeah, I might as well.
Right. I don't know anything about medicine.
Wow, that is definitely a medicine roll.
Yeah, it's definitely a medicine roll. You have no idea. So there you go. That is the bar. You have this guy. He's inviting you to come drink with him. And then you've got a couple of those Vistani women there, and then you've got the bartender.
I'm gonna go drink with him.
With who?
The guy offered me a free drink.
Okay, I was about to say, with the bartender or with the... Alright. Who else is going to go over there and say hi to him?
Me as well. I'm going to wave from across the room and then go say hi to the bartender.
Okay. Before we get to the guy, because the bartender will take a very... not long at all. When you get to him, he doesn't even seem to acknowledge your existence. He just keeps cleaning glasses.
I wave a hand in front of his face.
When you do that, he goes, "Small glass of wine, 1 copper, pitcher of wine, 1 soup."
I would like to drink with this gentleman beckoning us.
Okay. So,
I would like to find out if the bartender is under some sort of magic thrall or something.
all right. Go ahead and roll Arcana. As far as you can tell, no, he's not actually under any sort of magic compulsion.
Huh.
All right. So when you guys get over to the guy waving you over, and you sit down, he orders drinks, and then the barkeep sort of just starts, almost like an automaton, just starts getting them ready, and he goes, I can tell by your clothes that you are not from around here, and also that you are not Vistani, which is quite interesting. So allow me to introduce myself. I am Ismark Kolyanovich, also known as Ismark the Lesser. And does anybody remember that letter that they got?
Nope.
No.
Can I roll
What's the
to?
Burgomaster?
You don't even need to roll to. I was just asking, see if anybody out of character remembered it. But in character, you guys recognize the last name Kolyana. No, not Kolyana. God, where is it?
Ivanovich?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some manner of bitch.
Yeah. That is the same last name from the letter that you received. Both the forged one and the real one that you found in the woods, clutched to a guy who was partially eaten by wolves.
I show him the letters and ask which one's real.
He looks at the letters and he points to the one that you got from the man who was sort of half eaten by wolves and says, "This one is my father's handwriting. This one," and he points to the one that you originally got, "is a forgery."
So there's no treasure.
Oh, there is treasure, but unfortunately, I cannot promise you much, for my father recently died. A few days past.
What
Was it
of?
a natural death?
As far as any death can be natural in the land of Barovia, yes.
Okay. What I'm asking was he murdered?
No, he was not murdered.
Oh.
As far as we can tell, anyway.
Alright, so do we have a drink?
Yeah, he buys you all drinks. I'm going to also Can I do that as a handout? Hold on, I'm trying to figure out if I can do this as a handout, because that would be nice. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Trying to see.
All right.
Trying to see if I can do these letters as handouts, because that would be chapter 1 handouts. Yes. Okay. Show to players. Show to everyone.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
This is the fake letter.
Oh.
This is the fake letter. I'm trying to find the real letter. Where is that?
I like this. I like being able to consult this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Trying to find where the real letter is technically located. I'm flipping through the book so that okay. So I think it's at the very end.
Meanwhile, in character, I try to observe the proper decorum in vis-a-vis drinking and just how many people are chugging.
I mean, considering it's only really you and the and him, not really anybody unless you're chugging.
All right,
I'm not taking
I
a
start
single
nursing
sip
this
until-
beer.
Are any of the pallid people drinking?
The only pallid person here is the barkeep, and no, he is not. He's not drinking. Once he brings you your drinks, he just goes back to the bar and starts cleaning the glasses again.
I'm not taking a single sip until I see the Burgomaster have some.
He takes a sip. He takes a drink. Yeah, that's fine. And he's not the
I'm
Burgomaster,
gonna do
actually.
something that's maybe a little bit rude, but I'm gonna pick up one of the cleaned glasses, just right off the bar.
Okay. He doesn't seem
We
to.
can tell you're an
He doesn't seem to
outsider.
care. Oh god, I cannot find this. Not find this. I can't seem to find it. However, I can find a picture of him. If I can ever find his name on. Here we are. Oh, okay. Yep. That's what he looks like.
Ah, handsome man.
That's quite a job.
Handsome man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
I can't find the real version of the letter in my handouts, but it basically says the same thing except for except instead of saying the love of my life, it was more along the lines of, hey, my daughter's been bit by a vampire, and please stay away because Barovia kind of sucks.
So this Irina Koliana, does she actually exist?
Yes, she is my sister.
So she's the love of your life and your sister.
No, the fake one was the fake one is the one that said love of my life. The real one is the one that said my daughter. He said no. My father wrote the real one, and whereas I'm
Whoever wrote this is trying
believing,
to slanderize you.
I'm believing the fake
Is he
one
telling the truth?
was written by Strahd himself. Yes, he is.
Okay. No incest. Good to know.
So, sorry.
Oh.
No, this is Dracula, not Game of Thrones, guys. Come on.
So is your sister still sick?
She is still here. She's still herself, but well, I think it would be faster to bring you to her than to tell you. You can go to my house. Of course, you are free to stay here and rest your feet for a while. I am sure it was a long trip.
Less long than the house. You
In
have
a
a ghost
pig.
house here, by the way. It's
Yes,
not fun.
yes, I am aware.
In a pinch, would a crossbow quarrel arrow thing work as a stake? This is important.
No. Actually, you would. Let's see if you would know that. Roll history.
Also, they're called bolts.
Okay, thanks.
Not history. God, just intelligence. Whatever. That works. No, you don't know. You're unsure if that would work or not. It's let's see here. At this point, the Vistani women, they all look over from like their talking and everything, and they see, let's say End. They see End, and they start moving over, and they're like, "Oh my, look at you, handsome fellow!" And they start like trying to feel your muscles, and like one tries to run her fingers through your hair. She's like, it's like, where did you come from?
I just try to lean away while they're continuing to sip
He
this
came
beer.
from hell.
Yeah,
That's sort of his
literally,
thing.
I come from hell.
Technically, you don't come from hell. You're born of a demon. You're born from a union of a demon and a mortal. So you're probably born somewhere in Greyhawk. But if you want to say hell to impress them, to try and impress them, that's fine. Is that what you're going to go with?
Yeah, hell, and I flex.
And they
Beer
go,
goes the wrong way, I start coughing on it.
they all go, oh my. They seem impressed and sort of like,
Off-put?
yeah, a little bit. But
But I'm from hell.
yeah, no, they say Madame Ava might be interested in seeing you.
All right.
Guys, you go see the daughter. I'll take care of this problem.
No,
I'd like to.
They
just-
tell that it's like, oh, it's no problem. We just want to tell you that Madame Ava might want to see you, and they give you directions to a place called the Sayre Pool, which is a lake not too far away from here. They say that the Vistani that she leads have taken up camp there, and that maybe go pay her a visit. She might be interested in seeing you.
Is she close by?
Yeah, it's not. It's here. I'll reveal that part of the map actually. So I will quickly move you over to the Baroque map, and I need to find where my camera is. Ambot is just showing nothing but black. There we go. Okay. Whoa.
Same.
All right. Okay. So,
While they give me very detailed directions, I'll sort of just nudge Aiden and say, I've still got it.
So let's see here. If you go almost all the way to the right and about halfway down, you should be able to see the map. And I'm about to reveal. Polygon. Thank you. There we go. Okay. There we go.
Hey. Yeah, that's more than 60 feet. I can't tell.
Yeah, that's definitely more than 60 feet.
I mean, you can tell whether the girls are
tiny
evil.
houses.
Are they evil?
And
No, they're not evil.
I'm incredibly nervous.
They're not evil.
What about the bartender?
Okay.
No, the bartender's definitely not evil. When
Let me guess. He's a true neutral.
yeah. No, but he's not paying his evil, so.
He's actually chaotic neutral.
Anyway, so you guys want to go? So now that you have that little plot hook that I fed you, do you guys want to go down to the Burgomaster's house?
That's what I'm here.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you walk out the house, because it's the purple house, it's the house outlined by purple, down at the south. As you walk by around here, I will actually.
Also, I keep the glass that I took off of the bar. So I'm trying to get a reaction out of the bartender.
He doesn't react,
As I
but
leave.
the Vistani, one of the Vistani comes over and she starts dancing with you a little bit, and then by the time you're spun, she does a twirl with you, and by the time you're done twirling, you're outside of the bar and you no longer have the glass.
Huh.
Smooth.
Spooky.
Why are they so invested in keeping the glasses in the bar?
Because they're the owners.
Because
It's their
money.
bar.
They're gonna lose.
All right, so this house that I just outlined in red, which is different from the house that's outlined in red and crossed with an X. Yes, that one. You hear crying coming from in there. So a moaning sob floats through the still gray streets, coloring your thoughts with sadness. The sounds flow from the
Guys,
dark
we're not
two-story
falling more
townhouse.
ghost bait.
I ask the Burgomaster if that's a
That's
thing.
not. He's not the Burgomaster. He's the Burgomaster's son.
Then I ask the Burgomaster's son if
Okay.
this is a thing.
If what is the thing? Oh, he
It's
says.
not-
I assume since the Burgomaster's dead that he would be it by descendancy.
They haven't quite figured that out yet. But
You told us.
No. I'm saying that the town hasn't really come. The Burgomaster died only very recently, so they haven't had a chance to like decide the new Burgomaster. Because it's more of an elected official. It's more of an elected position than anything. Yeah, but
I thought it would be hereditary.
kind of. It's probably going to end up going to him eventually, but at the moment the town sort of has no ruler.
Then I shall become the ruler.
So I'm guessing if you guys were asking if this house was haunted as well, he goes, no, that is where Mad Mary lives.
Is she
a ghost?
No, he's just
Is she mad, angry, or mad as in mentally unwell?
the second one.
Oh, I'm not any good with that.
Yeah,
I mean, she's not a ghost. What is she, like a ghoul? Some kind of shambling thing?
No, she is human. She is human.
Huh.
Oh, that's a shame.
Guys, are we going in here?
No.
No.
Nah, I'm
Nice.
not good with mental illness. That's not a thing I'm equipped to handle.
It's also not an undead, so Bellatrix doesn't really care anymore.
I don't have good medicine, so I can't help her. I can steal from her.
Can you steal her sadness?
Okay, because this house is reminding me of the time I was 8 years old and I tried to ask out a girl named Mary and she turned me down.
I laugh at him.
Okay.
Oh. Look, it's making us sad. Why wouldn't it evoke sad memories?
Also, I'm laughing at you out of character.
All right.
Oh,
So, Ismark is going to keep leading you towards the mansion. A weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Bright black marks tell of fires that have sailed the mansion. Not a pane nor shard of glass stands in any window. All of the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
Mate, your house is shit.
Is best we can do. If you want to make a wisdom perception check, go ahead.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'll throw eyes at it.
I like
You don't
to
know.
Nobody has passed yet. There we go. Joe. I forget what your
Aiden.
character's name. Aiden. Yes, I apologize. I don't have their names right now. Aiden and End. You guys can tell that the trampled weeds around there's trampled weeds all around the mansion. Scores of wolf paw prints and human footprints.
I think your dog needs more training.
We do not have a dog.
Do you have a werewolf problem?
Not werewolf. No.
Do you just have a generic wolf problem?
That's more along the line problem.
Okay, do we know of any connection between Draculas and werewolves?
Go ahead and roll history.
Let's see here. History.
No,
history.
religion. Excuse me, religion. It's
Religion.
I keep forgetting that religion relates to undead. I mean, you don't know anything. You don't know.
I must have skipped this part of Bible class.
How much will you pay us to kill the wolves?
That's not the problem that we are having at the moment. He knocks at the door, and then it sort of opens up partway, and you see a woman's face peek out, and he says, "I have brought help." And she looks at you guys, and she looks at you guys and goes, "Tell me, what do you think of the devil Strahd?"
Doesn't seem like a nice guy. Probably needs killing.
I've got no opinion on him at the moment. He seems pretty cool, but not in a cool way.
I need.
I have a sneaking suspicion he locked us in this place. So
I need everybody to roll a persuasion check and end with disadvantage.
Can't I do deception?
No.
Oh, disadvantage. Yeah.
Disadvantage. Yeah.
All right, there's the other one. Yeah, 6.
Okay. Just she allows everybody in. She does keep an eye out on End though, and let me see if I can find her. Yeah, here we are. Players. This is what she looks like. Just minus the armor and the sword right now.
Wow, she looks badass.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
wow.
I'm cooler than her.
When
God's probably cooler
she lets
than
you
her.
in, and the interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded-up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The Burgomaster is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay.
Wait, isn't this the girl who got bit?
He says, yes. She goes, yes, I have been bit. I have been visited by the Devil Strahd, at least.
Then you're a vampire.
No, not yet.
What?
How far
What
along?
you have us do?
So she does. So basically, they tell you that that within the last couple of weeks, Strahd has been visiting her, and she doesn't remember much of the encounters for some reason. A guy shows up, and then it's fuzzy, and then she wakes up the next morning, and there's some bite marks on her neck. A few weeks ago, the Burgomaster died, but they haven't been able to get him to the church up at the north end of town because wolves keep attacking every night, and they are so it's at this point.
Can you have a day wedding?
And so at this point, Irina does ask if you guys can assist in taking. They also say there's some other issues going on at the church that we would appreciate your help with if you would give it.
Absolutely, I'm ready to help.
I mean, I'd like a little more details.
What's in it for me?
Okay, so basically nobody, the entire town has basically turned their backs on them because they're thinking that, Strahd's clearly marked them, therefore they are cursed, therefore don't help them at any cost because, what if Strahd comes after you for helping them? So they haven't been able to do the burial during the day because of that, and at night, wolves and other awful things come and try and keep them locked in. So, and as far as the church goes, she says, it is probably faster to take you there so you can see for yourself than it would be.
That seems to be the case with a lot of things around here.
Yes.
So wait, are we supposed to give the Burgomaster a proper burial?
Yes, that's what they are asking for you to help with.
Is any of us an ordained minister?
Argyle's character is, but that doesn't they say we do not.
I can totally give a burial.
No.
They say no, that is fine, but there is a There is a man there, a priest by the name of Donovich. He will give the last rites to our father.
Nifty.
Okay.
So,
I was going to give
how
him
long until sunset?
You know,
It was like noon when you guys got to the bar, so I'd say it's only about. I'd say like between the drinks and coming down here and and them explaining everything, it's probably about 1:00. So you guys have plenty of time until sundown.
Cool. Let's get cracking.
All right.
hang on. What's in it for me?
They actually
I'm guessing it would lower your chances of being eaten by a vampire.
yeah, that would probably help.
I'm in no danger of being eaten by a vampire anyway.
Look, if they won't pay you, I will.
Okay, sounds good to me.
All right, so you guys go all the way up to the north, carrying the coffin. Atop of the slight rise, against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft, stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. The church has obviously withered assaults of evil for centuries on end, and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering light shines through the holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load.
Let me guess, we're here?
Yep, you're there.
Okay.
Yep, you're there. I will draw it. I'll draw a square around.
Thank you.
I'm gonna knock and try and get the priest out here.
Okay,
Wait, is the door unlocked?
hold on. Well, let me draw the square. Alright, second of all, as you approach the heavy wooden doors of the church, you see that they're covered by claw marks and scarred by fire.
This whole town has a wolf problem.
I still knock.
Alright, you knock. The doors just sort of open up.
I was going to use thaumaturgy.
It's a church.
I get to make doors open and walk in, and that's cool.
Wait a minute.
Finish off every time we end.
Is the church providing protection against evil?
You can tell that's probably the case, yes.
Is End able to get in?
Oh, yeah, End is able to get in. That's fine. I gotta find you guys hogs, actually. No reason, but, you know.
Yeah, no reason.
No
Immediately struck by lightning.
reason. That's not the right thing. There we go.
Why would the church protect against me just because I'm from hell?
Just because you're evil.
Your alignment literally is evil. I will say that.
Oh, look, it's a pope.
I put you guys down there. We'll move Erasmus.
Oh, did we heal?
Yeah, you guys are fully healed.
Hooray.
All right, I'll mark that on my dude.
Yep. Alright, the doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you can hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from the wooden floor.
Hello, sir. We have a body that we need buried. Also, it sounds like you have problems here.
The man. I will try and find. Let me see if I can find his. Yep, this is. Boop, boop. There we go. That's what he looks like.
Sup, dude? Hail Satan.
Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Get Romney's.
Yes, and hail Satan. Come on.
And we promise not to bring hell in here.
All right. Let me
Aligned.
see if I can. Hold on. I need. Okay. The chapel is a shambles with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted on candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower. And then from the chapel floor, you hear young man's voice cry out, "Father, I'm starving!"
Wow, you're a bad parent. Your kid's hungry.
No food that I can give him will provide.
Ooh, does he have magic problems?
Is he a vampire?
At this point, he looks up at you, and he goes, I do not wish to talk about it. Father!
I get spooked.
Alright. My son, he has... Yes. But I will not let you harm him. He's still my son, damn it! Still my boy.
All right, if you insist.
Oh, your kid's an abomination.
I'm not gonna fight about it. We have a body we need buried. Can you help with that?
He goes,
If you don't want my help, I won't give it.
Yeah, yes, I can help with the, I will. Come, let us go to the graveyard. He goes to the graveyard. And everybody, a fence of wrought iron with a rusty gate encloses a rectangular plot of land behind the dilapidated church. Tightly packed gravestones shrouded by fog bear the names of souls long past. All seems quiet. And at this point, he starts handing everybody, including Ismark and Irina, shovels. And they start.
Thank you, but I've already got my own.
Oh, okay.
I'm good at digging holes.
And they
start digging a hole.
And they start
Plus
digging.
equipment.
They start.
Shovel.
They start digging, and as you guys are digging, Ismark starts talking about. He says, me and my sister have both agreed that it is not safe here for her in Barovia anymore. But Irina refused to leave before preparations for our father were complete. And Irina says, if you would be willing to help me travel to someplace safer, I would gladly accompany you. Now that we are laying my father to rest.
I don't know if we're actually able to leave. All the borders seem to close behind us.
We can, as long as we stay within the confines of the province of Barovia, it will be fine. However, Barovia is not an entirely small place, but a bit too small to hide from Strahd forever. But we have two places that we could possibly hide her. The village of Volaki and the Kresk? I think it's Kresk. I think it's called Kresk. Yes, and the village of Kresk. Volaki is closer, but Volaki is closer and larger. It would probably be best to hide her there first.
Well,
I'll leave the city without a burgomaster, so I suggest if we're going to do that...
The city is already without a burgomaster. However, I would be willing to stay if you would take my sister. If you all would take my sister to Valaki.
I was going to say write a letter supporting me as the new burgomaster.
No.
I mean, if we want to leave Anne in the city, then I'd be okay with that.
As you're digging and talking, Donovich is offering prayers to a god known as the Morning Lord, which you guys heard before. The ghost children sort of mentioned.
Ghost children.
Name. Yep.
Is it morning like the beginning of the day?
Or morning as in the beginning of the day.
Sad?
No, that's probably a good god.
It's a very sad.
Every once in a while, you still hear the screams of the child saying that he's starving, that he's hungry. Father, please free me. Stuff like that.
So,
that kid's really annoying.
How secure is your kid in the basement?
He says, "I will not allow you to lay a hand on my child."
I wasn't going to touch him.
But what are your long-term plans for him?
Keep him safe.
It seems like this is only going to get worse.
Seems like your kid's going to need a job eventually, and what kind of job is a hungry kid going to get?
And would you please have just a bit of decorum?
What do I roll for decorum?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Alright.
No.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Jiminy.
Bellatrix just puts a hand on the guy's shoulder and says, I mean, it's pretty obvious that your son is suffering. Isn't it? It's kind of selfish to just sort of lock him up like this and make him live out the rest of what's probably an eternal life. Just really unhappy.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. I won't say in disadvantage, because you are speaking to his better senses as a parent.
Okay, I'm really terrible at persuasion, but who knows?
12 goes. It is for the best for everyone for him to stay down there.
He's gonna get out eventually, and what's gonna happen then?
Go ahead and roll persuasion. Not at advantage, but add a +2.
Let's see. Persuasion, yeah?
Yeah, persuasion at +2. I'm doing 3.5 rules because I think advantage would be overkilling it, but you are still...
Alright, so this is a 9 if we add that 2.
Yeah, no, that's not enough. He says he is secure.
Your kid's going to eat you eventually. You know that, right? Your last thoughts will be agony as you
roll the quorum. Oh, right.
Yeah, he failed horribly. Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage? Okay.
Disadvantage. You're not great at words.
Fine. That's fine. I'm intimidating him, though.
Okay, intimidation at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a shame that it was at disadvantage, because that 23 would have been great.
It would have. If only,
For heck's sake, and...
If only my charisma matched up to what I said.
He says, "He would never harm me. Never. He's still my boy."
You know what? I don't care.
Someone else.
Who cares?
Aiden.
Let this guy get eaten.
Aiden, go ahead and roll history. No, not history. I keep
History.
Religion.
Religion.
That thing that deals with vampires and other undead.
Yikes.
Oh my god,
Well,
Aiden.
I'm sorry.
Bellatrix, maybe you have some religion in there.
okay.
Oh no, Dijon. Dijon knows that since he's been turned, there's probably nothing of him left as far as like being a human being is concerned. If you bring that up to Donovich, but as a priest, that might be enough to convince him to
Be sure to call him your child.
Be sure to mention that he's an abomination unto God.
Be sure to not do that.
Look, Father, I hate to tell you this, but your son is dead. The thing that took over your son's body, that's what's in the basement. Your son's gone.
Go ahead and roll persuasion at advantage.
At advantage.
At
okay.
advantage, yeah.
God,
That's
it off
religion.
again.
I was about to say that 21 will do it, but that's religion, not persuasion.
Yeah, that's.
Between all the previous, between the one previous sort of success and speaking to him, quite frankly, and like as a member of religion, that's enough to bring him around. And he goes, "You're right. All right. I just wish he had never followed that damn wizard up to the castle. Come, let us destroy this abomination that has taken over my son." And,
Finally.
Yeah, let's do that, and you can tell us more about that wizard afterwards.
Did the wizards have a lot of wands?
So let's see. Hold on. Gertrude is in that room. So, actually, that is the room. Time and neglect have punched holes into the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles amid puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor held shut with a chain and padlock. A young man's screams of anguish can be heard through the floor. And at this point, Donovich moves over here, and he takes a key. He opens it up, and
Hey, I have a quick question before we go downstairs. Can I roll religion to know if any of these broken pews, any of the pieces would make a good steak?
that wouldn't be religion. That would be more along the lines.
I guess I would just be rolling to
investigation.
Okay. I guess I would really just be rolling to know that steaks are good against vampires, but
Nah, you can't really find one that's good against vampires right now.
Would it be possible to make one into a steak? Because I've got a set of carpenter's tools.
I mean, if you take a while, then yeah.
time for whittling.
All right.
If we're willing to wait.
I mean, Gertrude's
I got a small hand
while
plane.
we're fighting, whittling a steak.
So the church's undercroft has rough-hewn walls and a floor made of damp clay and earth. Rotting wooden pillars drain under the weight of the wooden ceiling. Candlelight from the chapel above slips through the cracks, allowing you a glimpse at a gaunt shape in the far corner.
Hey, buddy.
And I believe Aiden was about to ask a question.
I forgot what the question was. Pardon me.
Okay, that's fine. So as you approach him, he sort of gives a hissing and he goes, "I can smell your blood. I'm starving.
Oh.
I'm starving."
I just remembered what the question was. It was actually, guys, I'm gonna need you to let me take point.
Oh, well, I was totally intending on fighting him hand to hand, but now that you've said that, sure.
Is he tied up?
He is. Let me see.
I mean, I can take point too.
No, he is not actually.
I thought you said he was secure.
Yeah, the padlock was really good.
I could
It
have
was
broken
really-
the padlock.
Yeah, with magic. Anyway,
Let's have magic.
so
Either way.
at this point, I need everybody to roll initiative because you are It looks like you are approaching him threateningly. There we go. That was the phrase I was trying to say. Approaching him.
My body language is completely
Initiative.
open and non-hostile. I will have you know.
I'm the
Wait, you
least.
didn't pull up the thing. Now it won't go into it.
Let me
Dang it.
clear it actually.
Ah.
Remove all turns.
Oh.
Yes, clear. Let's do that. All right, just go ahead and roll it again. It's fine.
All right.
Okay, this time I'll get a good roll.
Well, roll even
Yeah,
worse.
same.
I need to check that here. All right. 20 plus. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Is
Well-
the priest down here with us? This is
No,
important.
he's staying up there. He's not a cleric. He doesn't. Oh no, not remove turns. No, cancel, please. Numerically descending. All right, he goes first.
I'm not gonna lie, I was planning to push the priest towards the vampire.
So what he's going to do is. Can he do that thing? All right.
Actually, can I retcon something and say that I told the priest to lock us in
No.
so he doesn't get out behind us?
Nope. Because initiative has already been rolled. I would have allowed it if we hadn't rolled initiative already, but initiative's already been
Just
rolled.
like
So-
yell.
You can
really
yell
loud.
it. You can yell it on your turn. Well, actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So what the vampire is going to do is he's going to scuttle straight up the wall, 10 feet, go onto the ceiling, and then move the rest of his movement. So that's 30. So he's moved 15, 20, 25, 30, and then he's going to make another move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He just screaming, I'm starving, father! And that's his
It's a
turn.
good thing none of us have blood.
Alright.
Okay. So the two of the three little pips of light circling Gertrude's bracelet go away, and she starts vibrating extremely quickly,
Okay.
And-
oh God.
faster than anybody's eyes can track. She suddenly has a little coil of brass wire, copper wire around her finger.
Mhm.
She points her thumb up at the ceiling, and she uses message with as a quicken spell. No, not
Okay.
careful. Quicken.
Yeah, I know what Quicken does.
So I cast that as a bonus action, and I
Mhm.
connect to the priest, and I say, quickly, lock us in. He's headed for the stairs, and he's on the ceiling. He's faster than we are. Lock us back in.
Alright, so... Alright. I'll say that his
And he
initiative
hears
is...
this
I'll say that
directly
his
in his
initiative
ears.
is 1, but he'll still be able to go before the vampire spawn.
I can teleport to the top of the stairs, then push the priest down.
Alright, so that's your Quicken spell, so, next-
That was a bonus
Yeah, that's a
action.
bonus action,
So
so-
I'm going to get one more. And... Gosh, I don't like doing this, but I'm going to hit him as hard as I possibly can.
What? Oh, Witch Bolt. Oh,
Witch
dang!
Bolt.
Okay, so...
I'm going to make sure that I'm within range.
Definitely hits.
I'm actually going to put myself... I was here, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep, so that definitely hits. How much damage does it do?
That's going to do
Oh.
1.
Okay, let me
But so long as I've got at least partial line of sight on him, I can just auto roll that at the start of my turn every time.
Okay. So he starts getting zapped, but it doesn't look like it hurts very much so far. It looks like it's more of a static shock than it is a bolt of lightning, but you'll
I'm
work
just
up
trying
to
to
it.
get him off the ceiling.
Yeah. All right, Aiden, your turn.
Wait a minute. Just to recap, are we locked in?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Let's see. How much can I move?
Plan.
Move.
You have a
30
plan. I can move 30, which is
there.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Let's go over. I could spend an extra action. The point of this is I cannot block him from getting out. Not that I can see. Like, I would have to spend an actual action to dash over here, right?
Yeah, you would have to spend an actual action to dash over.
Well, nothing to it.
All right.
Can I use a bonus action?
I'm gonna say since you have to move through his threatened square, because these things right here are railings. He gets an attack of opportunity.
All right.
Is that fair?
That's fine by me.
Okay, so he is going to try and claw.
He must be a big boy if he can claw you from the ceiling.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like 20
he's running
feet
up.
right?
It's 10.
15?
It's only 10 feet up.
Oh,
He has salad fingers, so.
He's a vampire. He's
That's a deep fucking cut, my dude.
That is a deep cut. Like he gets him as he's like running up this square of the stairs, which would put him closer to 5 feet. So, plus 6. That's not what I wanted. Oh no, yes it is. He fails. He fails. And his as he's trying to swipe, his other hand dislodges from the ceiling, and he falls, and he's on the floor. He doesn't take any damage, but that natural one's gonna get him. Gonna get him on the floor.
all right. And all right. Just to make sure, I don't have a bonus action of any kind, right?
Unless you have a thing in your repertoire that allows you to do a bonus action.
Oh, like some sort of feat or something like that.
Feat and ability. I don't think paladins have anything that gives them bonus actions.
I just have a spell that I could use a bonus action on.
Okay, yeah. Then unless you want to cast that, then no, there's nothing. Oh, really? I don't think.
All right.
All right.
Just go for this.
All right. It is Bellatrix's turn. Dijon.
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry,
Yeah.
you cut out. I didn't hear that.
No, it's Bellatrix's turn. Yeah.
Okay. This nerd is still trying to get out.
Yes.
So 10, 15, 20,
He's also on the floor now.
25.
And I'm blocking the exit.
so he's prone, is he?
No, he's not prone. He's not prone, but he is on the floor.
Okay.
Or once he was on the ceiling, now he is on the ground.
Such is the circle of life.
Okay. Bellatrix is gonna pull out her rope again, and is going to try to lasso this nerd.
Okay. Roll. How have you roll last time?
I think there's acrobatics.
There's no more use rope. Yeah, I think it was acrobatics versus their athletics.
All right, let's hope this isn't a quick boy. Oh my god.
Nope. He notices it coming and he grabs the rope and just throws it to the side. He's not going to plug it out of your hands or anything. He just throws it to the side.
And just okay. Cut out for a second.
All right. I guess that's your turn unless you can do a bonus action.
I'm not close enough to do any bonus attacks, so
Okay.
no.
All right. End. Your turn.
Well, I suppose these wusses probably don't want a dead priest, so that's plan A out of the way. Plan B then. Yeah, let's do this. I point my finger at him and Scorching Ray.
Okie dokie, Artichoke. Go ahead and that's a 21 to hit. So that's definitely a hit. Yeah.
2 more of those.
Oh, that's right. You do get 2 more. That's 7 misses.
Miss. And
22. So you got 2 hits there.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So that is 6 and 8 fire damage.
Okay. All right. Next up is technically the priest, because I did say his initiative was going to be 1, so that way he could try and do this thing. So he moves over here and he starts fumbling at the lock as he's trying to like get it done quickly, everything. So he's not really adept at doing this quickly or under pressure, so he's just going to roll a straight up dex check, which is just a straight up d20 for him. And like he fumbles and he drops the key and it falls down into the trapdoor. And Aiden, you are hit in the head with the key. You don't take any damage, but you look down. But you look down and you see that there's a key there, and then you look up and Donovich is just like looks at you and shrugs.
Oopsie.
Whoopsie doodle.
You should have let me kill the priest.
All right. At this point, Doru, his son, is going to he's gonna eat an attack of opportunity.
Is Doru gonna go for the Doru?
Yeah, Doru's gonna eat an attack of opportunity. So go ahead and swing that, Aiden.
Let's see. What are the stats on a shovel?
Oh, you're still using the shovel?
Can we pretend I am and just roll with the longsword? Anyway?
Yeah. That sounds. Yeah, you can go ahead and use this shovel as a longsword. That's fine. It's funny. Hey, you hit.
Somehow I am very good at using a shovel.
Go ahead and roll damage. It doesn't look like it deals as much damage as it should, meaning he is resistant to it, so he only takes 4 damage. Because, like I said, I like to round up. I like to round up because it makes combat go faster. And he's going to run up here. I'm just going to shuffle him up over this way.
Oh, I thought that Aiden was blocking the door.
But he ran right past him and provoked an attack of opportunity.
Oh, here's just a big door.
Does the priest get an attack of opportunity?
No, because he doesn't exit the priest's attack range. He instead rolls to... Oh, it would help if I'm actually clicking on something. Roll. Yep, that's a hit against him. So he grabs Donovan, or whatever his name is, and then Donovich, yep. And then that leads to let's see. Hit points does he have? Oh, he's still alive. Except now that he's grappled by Doru. Advantage on the attacks. Yep, and he bites him and drinks him. And
Fucking told that priest. I told him.
And he regains the 1 hit point that he had left. So guy is dead.
Wait, so Donovich is dead?
Yep.
Whoops.
Oh no.
I yell up the stairs. Told you so.
Burial, right?
You know, I want his last memory to be that I was right.
Okay. All right, and that was his turn. So next up is Gertrude.
He's still within 30 feet of me, so my spell
Technically,
didn't
yes.
fizzle.
Yes,
And
technically,
I
yes.
still got line of sight on him,
Still
so
got line of sight on him.
I'm gonna give him another one.
All right. So that's kind of fucking up there. Is that 11 lightning damage?
Say again?
Is that 11 lightning damage? Because it's kind of. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it
there
says
you go.
11 for me.
That's a lot more than 1.
Oh, also, don't forget I rolled a 1d4 for the radiant damage. So
Oh right. I don't think
that was a 2.
I don't think they're actually not super weak against radiant damage. So I have adjusted the hit points though.
Thank you.
All right. So is there anything else you want to do, Gertrude?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would put me on top of him.
Yeah, so you have to stop there.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Next up is Aiden. Aiden, you're technically adjacent to him. Don't you have a thing that's like fucking smite evil or something? Righteous smite?
Like grapple, I guess.
No,
Please keep him from moving. If I lose line of sight, I lose this lightning.
Yeah, you could also couldn't you isn't there grapple mechanics?
There are grappling mechanics, yeah.
I would prefer not to grapple on account of it takes a million years.
You should grapple him and suck his blood, see how he likes it.
No.
Bite his neck. Bite his neck.
I'll take a look.
Divine
Alright, so,
Smite, here we are. You can expand a paladin's spell slot to deal extra damage to a.
I mean, I have this.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about that. Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing is I have everything on my character sheet. It's kind of cluttered, but I like being able to do this.
Yeah, same.
So our priority right now is to not let him outside the church, right?
Correct.
So
I mean, he's had a drink. He's probably not hungry anymore.
Priority 1 alpha.
I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna do. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. I'm gonna send him back down to the basement at least.
Turn the unholy as an action.
Oh,
He gets
he's
a wisdom.
good guy, paladin.
He gets a wisdom saving throw. Gets that, I believe. Yes. So let me roll that. It's just a straight d20. He fails.
All right. Let's see. So that's my action and my movement, and I don't have any bonus things
Okay.
that I know of.
All right.
Wait, let's. Oh, right. Well, I will just remember the Divine Smite for later.
Okay. All right. So, Bellatrix, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay, so I don't want to block this thing's regress back into the basement.
You can
just
ready in action, or you can or you can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll. I'm just gonna go over here. Oh, actually, Gertrude is already standing in the way. I'm gonna go over here at the bottom of the stairs and sort of hide beside it and ready an attack.
Okay. End.
With my sharpened stick.
Yep.
From what I've seen so far, what seemed better, the radiant damage or the fire damage?
Neither seem to have any inherent benefit to them. It seemed like they were doing about the same.
There's no way you could do radiant damage.
You just watch me.
Mister, I'm from hell.
He's not actually from hell. Wait, Ed, what are you doing?
I'm moving so I can see him.
Wait,
I can't do
Did I ever
shit if I
show
can't see
you
him.
this guy? Hold on. I don't think I ever released. There's. Whoop, there he is. That's what he looks like.
No, it's real sad.
I'm
Oh,
so
isn't it
glad I
sad
remembered
and
that
also looks like he's
exists
in a-
now. Oh my god, it's so much easier.
I yell up
Me
at him.
too.
I yell up at him. Are you still hungry?
He doesn't really reply. He just screams because there's this holy light radiating from a source.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Sacred Flame.
He gets a dexterity save. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he makes it.
Am I in danger from that?
No, you're fine. I think
No, it's not actually a line of flame. The only thing I have that could hurt you is burning hands, but I've not learned that at the moment, so you're safe from me for now.
Great, we have a few more levels until we're all dead.
All right. So
Don't worry,
it
if
is
he gets out of line, I'll
Doru's
just
turn.
yell at him so hard his skin strips
It
off.
is Doru's turn, and he can't move towards Aiden. Has to move back. So and he can't attack Aiden because that's the thing. He's not allowed to attack Aiden because he's turning him. So he's just going to here and gonna climb on the wall, and he's going to skitter above Gertrude and stop here.
Doesn't she?
No,
Should she get an attack? Well, how come he can reach down and grab Aiden and she can't reach up and smack him?
yeah, Gertrude.
Vampires
If
are
you want to make an
powerful.
attack of opportunity, then
See, technically I can't take an action besides Witch Bolt or Witch Bolt will break, so how would that work here?
okay, yeah, that's fair. So then that is his turn. He's on the ceiling right now.
I mean, unless you just want to let me roll another Witch Bolt damage.
It's fine. I mean,
Okay. I mean, do I get to pop off my ready to attack?
oh yeah, you can go ahead and try and. I'll say it's at disadvantage because he's so much higher than you right now. But
Okay, hang on. Let me toggle this advantage.
Oh, and he left Joe's threatened square.
hey, that 15 actually hits.
Oh, cool. Oh, by the way, would a
Oh, yeah.
sharpened staff?
Oh, but I
count
think the
as, like,
thing
a
is
stick?
that if Aiden attacks him, then the turning effects end.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just keep on looking menacing, I guess.
See, that's-
So he only takes 3 damage from that because he's got, unless that's magical. Is that magical?
I don't know. Would a sharpened staff count as like a stake?
No. Oh,
No. Okay.
it could, but that
I think
doesn't.
it's a wooden bow staff. Okay.
It could, but it doesn't really affect damage. All right.
Yeah.
So Gertrude, it's your turn.
I'm gonna just keep electrocuting him.
Just keep electrocuting it.
I just gotta redo that. 9 damage.
Oh. Okay. All right. He takes
And I'm
9
gonna
damage.
do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually 4. Right there.
All right.
Trying to make sure I've always got line of sight on him.
Yep, that's fine. Aiden.
Uh,
How about let's say this? Go ahead and what's your passive perception?
let's see. Perception. My passive wisdom is 13.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You can see that that the priest is still taking very shallow breaths.
Okay, so can I heal him?
Yeah, you can just go ahead and lay on hands.
All right. Let's see. My pool of lay on hands is 15. Lay on hands is.
That's a lot of hands.
Let's see. It's an action. Would that break my turn undead?
No, I think turn undead is just a passive thing.
There's nothing here that says it ends. It just
Yeah.
happens.
It just happens.
Alright.
The only way it ends is if you attack him.
All right.
How can we end to end? That's a good question.
You
can't
attack.
remove them.
Stab him a
Cameron
lot.
just said.
The only thing we could really do is hope that we can, I don't know, de-end him. Alright, so let's at least get him back on his feet.
All right, so you're just gonna lay on hands him for one.
I mean,
That's the way.
we're kind of in danger, and also we only really need him to, get back on his feet, and his natural healing ability as a person can take care of the rest.
Okay, so he is no longer dead.
I
He
cast
is at
clotting.
1 hit point. He is at 1 hit point. His eyes snap open and he goes.
Hey, are you okay?
I nearly died.
Yeah,
Should've listened
but
to
you
me.
didn't. Could you
I
please?
saw the Morning Lord reaching for me.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I wish I could have gotten here earlier. Could you please let me in and then lock behind us? Here's the key. I picked it up earlier.
Oh, that's right. You did drop the key, didn't you? I forgot.
It's okay. I understand that you're under a lot of stress, my friend. But we need you to do this. We can
I'll
talk
try.
about this later, okay?
I will try. I will try. right.
Okay.
All right. So are you just gonna go down and prevent Doru from?
Let's see. If I stay here, then he won't get back up. But also, we won't be able to get a locked door behind us.
Yeah. So you might want to move down to the actual basement square.
I'm gonna stay here at the top again and see just how that goes.
All right. So next up
can't
is
move towards it,
Bellatrix.
Oh, okay.
He's still on the ceiling.
Still on that ceiling.
Oh, that's right. I should roll at least one death save for the priest. Hold on real quick, just for consistency's sake. Okay, he would have failed, but he still had 2 successes left, or he still had 2 chances left. So
Keep trying. I believe in you.
no. That's his death save from earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Bellatrix.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of.
Poke him with your stick.
I guess I'd kind of like to scrape him off the ceiling, though.
Slap him with your stick.
Okay, yeah, Bellatrix is going to. Actually, Bellatrix is going to try to stab one of his extremities to get him to let go of the ceiling.
Okay. I'm going to say that is a disadvantage, partly because he's on the ceiling, partly because that's a called shot. And there's no real rules for called shots, so I'm just gonna be it's disadvantage. But if you manage to hit him, I'll say that you managed to smack him onto the floor.
I think you
so
can aim for a
disadvantage.
specific point as a disadvantage.
I mean, that's essentially what they're doing.
Yeah.
Nope.
Damn it. Well, I get a bonus action, so I can try it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Uh,
15's the number you're looking for.
Unfortunately, he's out of my range of flurry of blows. So
All right. Next up is End.
Nope.
Nope, you miss. Next up is the priest who 20. He manages to get the lock onto the chain this time, but he hasn't managed to lock it yet.
Okay.
How is this man so squirrely?
He's scared.
Shouting
He's
from the
not.
basement.
He's not.
He just died.
Yeah, he literally just died. That, and also like, there's a vampire in his fucking basement. Speaking of which,
Yeah, and the vampire looks like his son.
yeah.
Kind of. He's got
He's under
fangs,
a
but,
lot of
All right.
pressure.
Who's dealt the most damage against? I guess that would be-
Probably me.
So he's gonna skitter on the ceiling over this way, drop down, and make an attack against.
My
Against
AC is
who?
11.
God damn it! No,
That's a miss.
misses. He's going to make another attack. It's also going to be a claw because he can make 2 attacks, but he can't. But only one of them can be a bite. So yeah, that's a hit. Take.
Roll damage.
Nope. Instead of dealing damage, he instead grabs you and looks like he's about to bite.
Huh.
Yep. Because he can forego dealing
Okay.
damage to bite instead. Alright.
Oh, so it took damage, so it's not turned anymore.
Oh, just in general if it takes
No,
damage?
that's when.
I thought it was
I thought
when you
that's just
dealt
aided.
damage. Yeah.
I mean, you can read through it if you want.
I should know these rules as myself, to be honest. But I forgot.
Turn for or until it takes damage. Oh well,
Until it takes damage.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Oh, no.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. It's kind of where we need it to be
Okay,
anyway.
so Gertrude, because you're grabbed, I'm going to say which bolt ends.
For real? He's got no cover on me.
Is
He's
it
kind of behind you
concentration?
though. He dropped down behind you and wrapped his arms around you. So like, I don't think you can position your
You're
hands.
his cover.
I don't think you can position your hands to like exclusively zap him behind you. However, I will say this: if you
I
want to
don't know.
just point,
Flexible.
if you just want to point straight down at the ground and electrocute both of you, you can also take the damage that you deal.
Hell yeah.
Okay, go for it.
It's exactly
All
what
right, you take 12 lightning damage, and he takes 12 lightning damage.
Okay.
For reference, which bolt's concentration? So
Is it? I thought it's. I didn't
no,
mark
it's
it as concentration.
concentration
Yeah.
up to a minute. So if you have your concentration broken, then it ends.
Okay.
You kind of have to focus really hard on looking menacing.
Yeah.
And also firing lightning out of your fingertips.
I'll say that she can do this because I think it's badass. That
Yeah,
she's
that's
willing
cool.
to.
That's cool.
That she's willing to like electrocute herself in order to help kill this stupid thing.
Yeah.
No, it's
He
just
he puts his arms around me, and I touch my shoulders with my still sparking hands, and we both go up.
He's giving you a nice hug.
Yeah. All right, Aiden, your turn.
Oh,
This vampire is about to bite your friend that is also electrocuting both her and it.
Let's see. 15, 10. Here we go.
Is it smite time? Are we gonna smite things?
Let's see here. It's smite time.
It's smite time! Yeah, go ahead. Roll that beautiful smite
time for a
damage.
cape
Roll
First
that
is
beautiful
radiant.
footage.
Okay.
And then, wait. Divine Smite is.
You roll your
2d8.
normal damage. Yeah, and plus 2d8, and then doesn't it deal extra damage against undead? I thought it dealt extra damage against. Hold on.
And roll 2d8. So let's see. That's
The-
2
the-
plus 4
The
plus
damage
13.
the damage increases by 1d8 if the target is an undead or a fiend. So go ahead and roll another d8.
Roll 1d8.
Okay, so minus 13.
This vampire's gonna explode.
19
This thing
in
is
total.
kind of explode,
And minus
and also
4.
done with a shovel.
All right.
Wait, 19 plus 4 is 23.
Yeah, no, it's still. Oh. Yeah. So no, it's 15 plus 4 is 19.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a total of.
The
Let's
2
see,
plus the
2
4
plus
plus
4
the
is
13
6.
plus the 4.
6.
Plus 13 is 19, plus 4 is 23.
Oh, minus 4 slashing. I forgot the slashing damage. That
Yeah, I
is
missed
rounded
that the
down
first
to
time around,
that's
too.
rounded to 2 because of resistance against non-magical weapons.
Okay, so 21.
Yep. So he's looking really messed up, but he's still standing. Bellatrix.
Okay, is he still grabbing onto Gertrude?
Yeah.
Uh,
Gertrude elected to electrocute herself instead of trying to escape because it was badass.
hmm. Bellish is just gonna start pounding
Yeah, you
on
can punch a
this
bunch.
vampire.
You can do punch a bunch, that's fine.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I saw disadvantage selected. Hang on.
That's fine. The 10 still misses.
The 10 still what?
The 10 misses.
10 misses, okay. Let's try again. Okay.
15 hits, exactly.
Hooray.
I don't think your fists are magical weapons yet, so that's 3.
Not yet.
So it's still
I
standing.
figure out how to make these fists magic, and they're all fucked. I'm going to. There's anything else I can do.
Wow, now tap same.
Huh? What'd you say? I missed it.
I said, wow, same.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
is
Okay,
that your turn?
turns.
Okay.
That's in turn.
Alright. And it's your turn. This thing's looking really, really messed up. It's almost dead.
Okay, well, I was going to save myself with mirror image, but instead, let's do this again.
Hey, that's a hit.
Wowzers.
Pretty sure you're gonna kill it. That's a miss. And that's a miss, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna kill it with the 23, unless you roll exceptionally poorly. There you go, you killed it. So how do you want to do this? Describe to me how this happens.
It's got its mouth open, trying to bite Gertrude. I fire a scorching ray right in its mouth, and its head burns off.
Yep, you see the skull sort of like, you see the fire start at the skull, and he lets go, and he starts stepping back, and he's like clutching at his head, trying like and then his hands catch on fire, and then he just sort of falls back, and like his entire body just burns. It looks like part of this is due to the fire that ended, and part of this is just because he's a lesser vampire spawn, so he wasn't going to require like staking in the heart and like cutting off all of his limbs and burying them under running water and all that. You know, the traditional ways to kill vampires.
Sweet. I get 6 temporary hit points.
Alright, well, I mean, they immediately go away because combat's over.
Alright,
Which bolt turns off, and I am smoking slightly.
And then you can still hear Donovich still trying to lock the trapdoor.
I'd like to have a good look around this basement. Are there any more bodies down here?
No, there are no more bodies.
Okay, so
I use message to tell Donovich the deed is done.
Or you could just like go up the stairs and just kind of shout at him.
I don't like yelling if I don't have to.
The priest hasn't been throwing food down here.
We are inside.
No, he hasn't been throwing food down here either. He hasn't been like literally the only thing that was down here was his vampire son.
Okay, so he's not been feeding him. That's good. That means I don't have to kill the priest. In that case, I'll leave
there was a reason why he was shouting that he was starving because he hasn't been feeding.
Vampires are hungry. They're hungry boys.
I love my large vampire son.
I roll religion to see if I know how hungry vampires are.
I come up out of the trapdoor. It's still slightly smoking, and I give the priest a conciliatory smile.
He gives a nod, and he sort of looks somber about the whole thing, but he realizes it needed to be done. And
Bellatrix,
I loot the body.
there's
Bellatrix gives the priest like a very close look. This guy got bit. Is he still at all at danger of turning into a vampire?
No.
No. Okay, because we killed him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not just because you killed him, but because it's like a whole process and ritual in order to turn somebody into an actual vampire.
I give him a pat on the back. It's okay. You tried.
Thank you.
Well, that was easy. Where's our reward?
Our reward is doing the right thing.
No, that's your
I was
reward.
electrocuting myself. That was fun.
Are you
That's
just
your
gonna start
reward.
zapping yourself at random now? Steve!
I take my reward in money or treasure.
I don't have any of that to offer.
Fine. Where's the altar? Is this the altar?
Yeah, that's the altar.
I draw a mark of Satan on it and then I leave the church.
He'll stand.
Alright, so
Credits.
So as you walk out and as you walk the streets of Barovia, with Ismark and Irina,
Oh yeah, were they just standing outside the whole time this was going on?
they were conducting last rites and saying their goodbyes to their father.
Okay.
We're chatting with Erasmus and the other guy.
She's got that
Probably
cool
took, like-
armor and sword, and yet she didn't help us at all. This is why you shouldn't trust anyone, Gertrude.
That probably took like 3.5 minutes.
Alright. So as you guys
No,
walk
they were busy. They didn't hear us. It's fine.
Don't trust anyone.
I trust you.
as you're walking along the town back to the Burgomaster's mansion, you see an old woman. She knocks at the door to a house. Nobody answers, and then she just moves on to the next one. She knocks. Nobody answers, and then she moves to another one. She knocks, and then somebody answers, and then you hear them whispering for a bit. And then somebody hands her a coin, and she hands him something like wrapped up in paper.
Who's that?
He asks the Burgomaster.
yeah,
She asks the Burgomaster.
Is
Ismark.
this mentally unwell Mary again?
No, this is not Mad. This is not Mad Mary. And it's... Oh wow, you
Very
actually
sad
remembered her
Mary.
name. It was Mary. Yeah, I was like, no. I think you mean. Oh yeah, Mary. No, that's correct. 100% actually. He goes, no, that is not Mad Mary. That is a woman.
No.
She goes,
Insane Irene.
she goes from house to house and sells odd pastries. Nobody usually pays her.
Sorry, what does she sell? You cut out.
Pastries.
I tap her on the shoulder and ask how much, because I'm hungry.
She.
Hey, yeah.
Oh,
Before,
that's good to start. I'll pick her pocket.
Before you guys go up to her, Irina stops you and goes, "You probably do not want her."
Wow, I've eaten some crap pastry.
It's not human meat, is it? Please tell me it's not human meat.
It's
Does she have any
debatable.
figments?
Oh, please tell me it's human meat.
It's debatable.
Yes.
So when you go up to sleight of hand her, let me see something real quick. I need to check something and.
Her passive perception is 20 and she knocks me out.
She turns
She's
around
psychic.
and
She
zaps
saw
into
you
a pie.
coming. She
As
heard
you
your
do
thoughts
go
about
up to
wanting to steal it.
her, as you do go up to her and try to steal it, she does grab you. She does grab you by the wrist and starts squeezing. And she seems a lot stronger than she appears. And she says, "If you want a pastry, dearie, it's a 1 gold." And then she lets go. She doesn't deal any damage. She doesn't deal any damage, but she does like squeeze hard enough to let you know that she could cause some real damage if she really wanted to.
I buy a pastry. I've got 114 gold. I can pay her a gold for a pastry.
Okay. She sort of sighs, takes the gold, and hands you the pastry.
I eat the pastry.
Okay. Hold on a second. You eat the pastry as she walks away. I need to figure out where the hell this whole thing is.
Side quest.
Take 20 poison damage.
No, I need to see it.
You turn
By the
into
way,
a blueberry.
and put three more gold in your pocket. I gave you 3 gold when we got to the church because I said that I would.
Okay, well, I guess I can trust someone after all. Not like the rest of them. We can only trust each other, Gertrude.
Fuck are the rules to these things?
Was that the bet as to whether End would get struck by lightning?
No. Okay. Just make a Constitution saving throw. I think. I have no idea where the rules to any of these things are.
Oh
But I
no!
love human meat.
Where are the pie rules?
I eat human meat all the time in hell.
No, you need to make this. You need to make a saving throw. So, come on. I don't. Okay. Yeah. No. After you eat the whole thing, you sort of like. You are whisked away to a much better world. Like, describe your ideal, perfect world that isn't Barovia.
Oh, it's full of drugs.
Ah, sweet.
And gets crazy high.
Well, guys, is this like a nice hallucination or a bad one? I didn't.
It's a nice one.
point.
It's a nice one.
Well, guys, I've been teleported to the meat dimension, and it's great.
Beef and pork. So yeah, so while you are busy tripping balls about a beautiful, glorious world apparently made out of meat, everybody just sort of notices that End is just sort of standing.
Take some gold. Get some more pastries. You got to try this. Get 6
No,
pastries.
you don't even recognize that she's there anymore. You're just sort of standing there with a smile on your face.
Alright, I take
I put my
End by the
hands on his
hand and just
shoulders.
try to lead him along with us.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah, it's same.
he follows you, blissfully unaware of anything.
Guys, I feel like helping people and giving to orphans.
Guys, I think we need to let him rest. Where's the bar? I forgot.
Okay. I'll bring the map back up.
Just let him write it out. It needs to go through his system.
Look, his manner of writing it out might involve zapping people to death. So let's tie him
Don't
to
worry,
a
that's
bed
what
or
I'm here
something.
for.
Guys, maybe I should help out the church. Maybe I should donate my time as a volunteer.
See, he's talking crazy. Like, for him.
No one wants to do that.
Let's just put him to bed and, you know.
Irina
Have a nap.
and oh god, I keep forgetting. And Ismark say, that is probably for the best. We should all go to bed. We will ride out. I will get things ready for you to depart for Vallaki in the morning.
Can I declare that I don't go to sleep and instead stay up watching for Dracula?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
Because that seems like the intelligent thing to do.
Yeah,
given that we have someone here who is being hit by Dracula.
He does say. Ismark says, "Do not worry. As long as you reside within my residence, Strahd von Zarovich cannot come in. He has not been invited to this residence before, therefore he cannot enter."
Oh, that's mean. You should make friends.
How did he get in the first time? How's he been getting in every night then?
Irina, the first night, Irina was out of the house when it happened. The second night, no, both nights she was out of the house when it happened, and ever since she's been staying in the house at night to ensure that doesn't happen, and that's when the wolves started attacking.
Oh,
yep.
I'm sorry, I misremembered. I thought that she's been being visited multiple times by this same guy.
She has been visited multiple times, but both times she was out of the house at night after dark.
Yeah. All the night, Strahd just stands outside her window with a boombox.
I mean, that's essentially what the wolves are.
This is a cautionary tale.
You should just give those wolves some food and they'll leave you alone.
Irina just sort of rolls her eyes at the high end. So when you guys arrive at their house, nothing. They try to keep you entertained. However, Barovia isn't a place where entertainment really happens. So they're just trying very awkward. They're trying very awkwardly to be like, haha, this is fun, and they're secretly like, oh, everything sucks. This town sucks.
I love it all, and I applaud everything they do.
All right. Eventually, after an hour, End stops living in his fantasy world.
Ugh, what were these guys?
Did you have fun there?
How was your trip? I was in a wonderful place, and none of you were there.
Maybe I can go with you next time.
Yeah, let's get some pastries.
Let's not.
Please
say we didn't.
That's
where my 116 gold's going now on pastries.
Oh man, that stuff is addictive.
116.
I'll just have
and the funny
money.
thing is, from what I remember of the rules, he is actually role playing it correctly. They are pretty addictive. I just don't know where the goddamn rules for the actual rules for the pastries are. I just vaguely remember what they do. Driving me insane.
You should make Irene the Burgomaster. With that meat out of those pastries, those would be great burgers.
Anyway, so
I don't think anything would get done. Not that this place looks like it would get anything done.
You should feed the pastries to the wolves.
Hey, that's a great idea. I mean, it has meat in it.
Oh, Kaelon, you should probably tell me if I'm supposed to be going through withdrawal or anything.
No, you're not. You're not going to go through withdrawal.
And if they're psychically linked to the vampire, then he'll get high too.
Is this really going to be your plan, to find the old woman and buy pastries from her to throw at the wolves?
Yes.
I mean, it's a better plan than the one we have, which is no plan.
Okay.
Oh, we should see if Mad Mary knows anything about dogs.
So go ahead and roll investigation to try and find her, or perception. Investigation or perception, whichever is higher for you.
Oh, I should have right.
1 versus a 3.
That's performance, not perception.
I mean, you could pretend really hard.
Okay, so Oh, okay.
Nat 20.
Oh, my.
The nat 20 it means that oh god. Bellatrix? No, not Bellatrix. God. Nico's character.
Gertrude.
Gertrude, yes, thank you. Terrible at names this week. Gertrude, you managed to find her first, and when you find her, you see that there's somebody who answers the house, but answers her knocking, but in hushed tones you can hear that like he doesn't have any money to pay for her. So she discusses alternate forms of payment, and so he just runs off and he comes back and he shoves a child at her and she gives him a pastry.
Wait, the exchange
Am I the
rate.
only one who sees this?
Yes, you are.
Wait. Hang on.
You're the first
child's
one to
worth
see
one
this.
gold coin. We should buy that child.
I walk up to her and I ask, "What's you gonna do with the baby, miss?"
No, it's a tot. It's more of a 7-year-old.
Okay, what you gonna do with the kiddo, miss?
When she sees you walking up to her, she starts rushing off. She does not want to be anywhere near you.
I'm here to buy for real. I want to buy like 10.
She just keeps moving.
I'm trying to find out
I
if
chase
she's
her.
evil. Or just how
I
evil
fucking
she
chase her.
is.
She is definitely being evil.
Um,
I'm chasing her.
How can someone evil make pastries that good?
Guys, I think we might need to assassinate this woman.
Damn. Well,
I
any
only,
luck she has some pastries pre-made.
I only assassinate for money or pastries.
Let me put it to you this way: if we kill her, we could get all the pastries she has.
As long as we can find the recipe, I'm down. I'm totally
As
down to kill an old
long
lady.
as in the time it takes for you guys to discuss this, she just vanishes.
I wasn't discussing any of this. I was chasing her the whole time.
She just vanishes. She straight up disappears.
Magically?
Yep.
We need to ignore the main quest in favor of this plot hook.
I mean, to be fair, it took a while for you guys to start ignoring the main quest. I'm legitimately surprised.
Fine. If you don't want my money.
Gotta find her. Gotta buy that child.
Cannot find her. There's just absolutely no trace of her.
Hmm.
Do you think Mad Mary knows her address?
I go back to the Burgomaster's house.
Okay.
There is a finite amount of effort I'm willing to put into this nonsense.
Gertrude,
Yeah,
you've not tried the pastries. No,
This was a dumb idea I was willing to chase so long as it was convenient.
and getting end high doesn't seem like a very lofty goal anyway.
Well, we're trying to get the
This
wolves
wasn't for
high.
him. This was for the wolves. This was trying to get Dracula high.
We're gonna drive the wolves away by feeding them.
Yeah, getting them
Which is
super
how you get rid of all
stoned, and then
animals.
since they're psychically connected to the vampire will get stoned.
Yeah.
That'll
All
make
the
our
things.
egress super easy. Was my plan.
It's fun. She's got a child, so she'll be out tomorrow with a lot more pastries.
Wait, doesn't the bar sell grub?
Bar does sell grub, yeah. It sells some food.
That means they have meat. I mean, it
We can
follows.
make our own pies.
You can have grub that isn't meat.
I think wolves will
No,
prefer meat.
that is literally not how it works. You work at a bar, you
Vegetarian
make
pub.
like the classic pub grub is just goulash bits and gravy and a bit of potatoes. And that's it. That's your grub.
This place probably does cabbage stew a lot better than meat.
My point is, they probably have
A stock of her pastries.
and
I'm going to bed. Goodbye.
All right. So night falls, and the wolves appear around the house, and they start trying to get their way in. But luckily, everything's hunky dory. They once again fail to get in, and the next morning, Bismarck provides you with a couple of horses and like enough for everybody to ride comfortably in twos. And he gives you directions to Villaki. So let me bring up the Barovia map again. Zoom it all the way out. Here and then down.
I'm gonna share a horse with End.
Aw, look, best friends. You know what? At this point, I'm just going to reveal the entire map.
Oh, that reminds me, I pulled yesterday. We should go and just give them my number.
What?
Well, I found them Romani birds, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we should go say hello to them on our way to Villani?
Villaki.
Villaki.
Yep. So Villaki is up here. All the way, like, it's about halfway up towards the north.
That's a hike.
It is a hike.
Goodness.
Cat! What are you doing? Okay.
where even
No,
are
that
they?
For you to describe the setting.
No, we've got to go to the lake.
Okay, but yeah, the lake right there. That's actually exactly where I was going to point. Right there. That's where the Vistani girls are like, hey, maybe you should go there. Get Madame Eva to read your fortune.
I guess.
All right.
It's as good a hint as anything.
I guess horses are.
Wow, that's wait, 1.5 miles. Oh, miles.
Yes. It's a fair bit away, but by horse you should be able to reach it there by nightfall.
I can't wait to have a random encounter.
Nah, I'm not going to roll
miles or
random
meters?
encounters. I'm not going to roll
That's just
random encounters.
We're
So,
good. Waylaid by enemies and much fight to get forth.
so you managed. Let me-
Oh, little horses.
yeah, it's full of horses.
Oh, look!
Roll initiative.
No. They just have hogs for everything. There's actually no combat here unless like you guys actively start like attacking them.
Unless we actively aggro the horses.
And please control
Those are big
yourself.
horses.
Like horses are large.
Actually, wait,
they are
wait.
also.
Nope, hold on. I'm skipping ahead a
They're
little
big enough
bit.
for two.
Hold on. I'm skipping ahead a little bit. So, when you guys, so I'm gonna draw on the map, just
Mhm.
the path that you guys are taking. So, you start out here, and then so you go down this way. And then, yep. And then when you get here, an old wooden gallows creaks in a still wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. A well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, the street just came from, Sarepool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Villaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
Hey,
sorry for walking to
Gertrude,
the
what are these
southwest.
for?
What are what for?
These, I say as I point towards the gallows.
Oh, well, when people are extremely bad and society decides they need to die, you string them up by the neck here until they die. It's like
I
a big
don't-
it's a form of public execution.
I don't approve of
It's a
that.
lot, from what I understand.
People should be allowed to be as bad as they want. I'm going to destroy the gallows now.
Okay. As you start destroying the gallows, or as you start to move to destroy the gallows, you hear a creaking noise behind you coming from the gallows, from another gallows. Where there was once nothing, now hangs a lifeless gray body. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly, so they can fix its dead eyes upon you.
Yeah, like that. That's how they kill them. Except, you know,
No,
they
no,
usually stay
nobody else sees this, except End.
Oh,
It's okay, mate. No one else will ever have to die this way again once I'm done here.
As when you
And
go,
who are
when
you talking to?
And
Did
when
I
you
get
go up
into
to
the
talk
bars
to that guy,
again?
and when you go up to talk to that person, you recognize the person that's hanging as you.
I'm talking to myself, only I'm dead. This, I think the pastries are having a bit of a bad.
no, are you
I-
going through withdrawals?
I do another round of divine sense to actually see if there's anything here.
Divine sense. I mean, it's still the low, like, general thrum of evil that you always get from Barovia. This is a creepy thing that's happening specifically to End at the moment.
Yeah, and the slightly tangy bit of evil that you get from me at all times.
Tiny.
Pardon.
Tangy.
A little bit of mustard.
Tangy.
Oh, tangy.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a tang to it.
And is the horseradish on Perovia's sandwich.
How's the mouth feel?
I mean, he kind of stinks on account of evil stinks, just as part of
And
divine
stinks is
sense.
incredibly creamy.
I sniff my armpits. Hey, I don't smell.
It's
So you're
just
gonna
how the
bust
wet
the
magic
stinks or not?
works, friend.
All right.
Okay.
So
Anyway, what do I want with myself? I say to myself as I hang.
you're just dead. You after a while, and
You're
then
dead.
when
Who's
you go
hitting
to when you go to touch it, it rapidly just melts away.
Hey guys, I disappeared. I'm going to destroy these gallows now.
Do it to it. I'll help.
The gallows takes 13 force damage.
Okay, I mean the gallows start exploding.
I walk away from
mercy
I
me!
I don't help very well.
The gallows
Just a
are all
little bit of
destroyed.
acid,
You all
but-
destroy the gallows. It's fine.
You critically fail and the gallows somehow
How
reconstitute.
much experience do I get?
No, it's
And
supposed to be a
I'm
dex
guessing
save.
that
I
since
haven't fixed that
since you
yet.
guys are going towards the Valaki encampment, then let me draw in the correct color so that way you guys can. So you go from it's not what I didn't want shape. I wanted freehand. Thank you. So you go from where those squares are, and God damn it! What the? Okay. For some reason, it likes to change colors every time you choose like, between freehand and stuff. So let me just. There we go. This should be it. All right. So you go up this way, and now you end up there, which is the Valakian. Let me change again. All right. The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-top wagons. Each a much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake. its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of a accordion clash with the singing of slightly brightly clad figures around a campfire. A footpath continues around this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge. And here you see 12 Vistani, just men and women. They're singing, they're dancing, they're having what could generally be described as a good time. 2 are even making out.
Hello.
The Valaki camp, where the people are small and the horses are tall.
When you say hello, they don't.
Welcome.
They all wave you over, and they don't seem to care at all that you just sort of crashed their party. They're just inviting you to it now. Hey, come on over. Yeah, let me get your pogs. Copy and paste it over here, just so I know. Like where?
Come, bring your pogs.
Yes. Remember Alf? He's back in pog form.
I just sit by the campfire and, admire this display.
Did I not? I actually don't think I got Aiden in that massive copy paste. So hold on one second. Let me grab Aiden. Not Death House. Come on. That's not the right thing. I wanted the church.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here?
So
there you are.
many
So I see you.
Yeah.
I see you now. Okay, I didn't see you.
Yeah, I'm just taking a seat.
All right.
They wanted me to meet their leader, so
They all start like singing, dancing, and telling you a good time, telling like stories and
Bellatrix
everything.
absolutely starts drinking.
Yeah, and like everybody starts just drinking, and they're telling stories. And like they ask you where you're from, what you're doing. They're generally very outgoing. And as you approach that tent, magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. "At last you've arrived!" Crackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips. And she says, "Only you? Where are your friends? Where are your friends?"
I have no friends.
I'm trying to buy lunch.
Excuse me.
Where are your meat shields? I forgot, you're the one who says meat shields.
They're out there getting drunk. I'm the only one with the wherewithal to,
Well,
I'm sure they'll be along if you're, any use.
oh, Bellatrix, they were going to give you this anyway. It's fine. They're all super happy to have you here. Not Bellatrix, Gertrude. But
The meat shields are easily impressed out there, so.
well, they should come in here with you, and
I'm in the middle of cooking my ration.
I'm fixing things.
It's been a long ride.
they don't need you to fix.
what I do.
They don't need you to fix anything. But one of the Valaki men does get up and start dancing with you, Gertrude.
And you see, they're making excuses, so they don't really
They can
care.
take their time. I'll be here. Don't worry. You go have fun with them. I'm sure you, Bellatrix, Aiden, Gertrude, Erasmus, and Garen will all be here. We'll all be here in due time.
The pogs are too close to read.
Oi, assholes. She wants us all and she knows our names, so she's obviously magic or whatever, so get in here already.
Like, I'm gonna have lunch.
Oh.
It's been a long ride, and I'm gonna have a chat with any of these fine people.
All right. Okay. So cool. That's good. So let me tell a story.
What's Irina doing right now?
She's with you guys. She's trying to stay back. The Vistani keep trying to pull her forward, so she reluctantly goes forward, and then as soon as she thinks she can manage to like sneak away a little bit, she does, and then they figure out that she's moved away, and they're like, no, come over here. And she's like, oh, okay. And then this goes on for several hours.
Can you tell your
dance with
friends
her.
to stop being so friendly?
So Aiden,
This is really annoying.
as you are with everybody, one of the Velakis gets up by the campfire, and he starts telling a tale. A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. The thunder struck the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. When the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down the river to search the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value, but the river Evelys has already spirited him away.
Oh no.
There's loot in the river.
What was this wizard's name?
Liam.
I don't quite remember.
Did we ever ask that priest about the wizard that messed up his son?
No. It wasn't the wizard that
Well,
messed
We
up his son.
forgot to do that.
But from what you can tell from the story, there were several people that followed the wizard and probably did not end well for them. Not due to the
Wow.
wizard's fault, but due to, Strahd.
Oh, Strahd.
So, so he fell into the
Wait for the
river.
others.
Hold on. What was that, Aiden?
So the wizard fell in a river. I want to note down the name of this river.
Evelys. Hold on, I'll write it down. Like the.
Evelys, the world of.
I was going to say
Oh,
almost like the trigger, but not quite so.
I was gonna say like the world of Final Fantasy 12 and Final Fantasy Tactics and
No.
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
No, not that one.
Is that the river that we're on?
Final
Hold
Fantasy
on. I actually
Remains.
have to check that out. Hold on a second. Quick look. I never find the fucking map. It is actually.
'Cause-
It's marked right there on my book. Yep, you're right next to the Evelys River. That's where the horses are.
Okay. Guys, maybe we want to check that out later.
At this
This
point, after a
wizard.
couple hours, the Vistani are like, you should go visit Madame Ava. She is an excellent fortune teller. She will read you fortunes, help you on your journey.
Oh, she does know our names.
Those guys are taking too long. I'm going to have to seduce her.
I'm going to tell you right
Best of
now.
luck with that one.
I'm going to tell you right now. There aren't enough dice in the world.
I'll be the judge of that.
Well,
Roll 6 nat 20s.
Look, she's gay. Okay, and
Nope.
Oh,
not gonna work.
Oh, same.
all right. These fine people are so much more persuasive than our horny friend. So
All right.
I'm going for it.
I go and I take Irina with me.
All right.
Bellatrix
And
stops dancing.
I'm guessing Erasmus and Garen are also going to go in there. And as you come in, she goes, welcome, Aiden, the first paladin of your elfin village, ender of lives and setter of fires. Gertrude, helper. Not much else from what I've heard. Bellatrix,
Hey,
slayer of undead. Erasmus,
I've killed more undead than Bellatrix.
son
that's
Erasmus,
me.
son of an angel, and Garen, the anarchist. Welcome to my tent. And then at this point, she takes a deck of cards and she starts shuffling it. And
I very
here's-
pointedly motioned at Irina, like, you don't have a thing for her?
She is more important
Well,
than
she
you
is
can.
also there.
She is more important than you can possibly imagine. Yeah. And let me. Oh God, how am I gonna do?
Are we playing cards? Finally, my
How do I get this
proficiency.
over there without revealing like absolutely everything to you guys? Try this. I'm gonna try it like this. Okay.
Or whisk back to the church.
Yeah, you're respect to the church.
Ooh,
Here we are.
cards.
Here we are. I got it. I figured out a way to do this. This is really poor planning on their part.
Is this a flashback?
No, this is not a flashback. I was just trying to put it here so that way I could do this.
Oh, this is a flashback to the time I totally murdered his son.
Oh.
So, all right. Let me see if there's anything I specifically have to read. Yeah. So she takes out the a deck of cards, shuffles them, and lays them down. She starts with. I did this back when I did this with real cards when I first started the campaign, but now things are changing. So I've visited. All right, so she starts with this one here, works clockwise, and then puts the last card in the middle. He says, Strahd is an incredibly powerful entity. He is basically a god in this place. Nothing happens without his say-so. So it is very difficult for anyone to defeat him. However, there is a way. These first 3 cards, they will show you 3 treasures that you will need in order to defeat the Devil Strahd.
I have a question.
Yes.
If nothing happens without his say-so, then why are you able to do this?
Because he at one point because he is owed the Vistani. He is owed.
He owes.
He owes the Vistani a great deal of
Money.
no, a great deal of gratitude for reasons I will not get into. However, this card tells you the history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. He flips over the card, and it reveals the 5 of glyphs. Yeah, the 5 of glyphs. So hold on, I need to figure out what that means.
It's the 5 of druid.
No, I'm looking at those symbols on the corners.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Yeah, okay, that is the glyphs. Okay, an evil tree atop a hill of graves where the ancient dead sleep. The ravens can help you find it. Look for the treasure there. I will write that down for you all. You might want to write this down because these things are very important. So,
Yeah.
I mean, can you just turn it into a handout?
No, this is there's a lot of cards here, so it's just easier to do it this way.
I can't believe this game is a roguelike with randomly generated levels.
Yeah, this campaign's a roguelike.
Yep, kinda, yeah. All right.
Well, luckily we've got Gertrude the helper ready to write things down.
Okay. So she places her fingers over the one on the top, over the card
And
on
I
the top.
write it down not in the book that can't receive writing.
Okay. She places her fingers on top of the card, on the top card. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope.
Ugh.
That is the. What? Hold on, I think that's wrong. Did I draw from the wrong fucking deck? It's diamonds.
Why you have no neck?
Quiz. Oh no. Okay, this is the master. Okay. You will find what you seek in the castle, amid the ruins of a place of supplication.
The necklace priest, immune to all vampire bites.
Oh, that guy kind of looks like Fat Jesus.
Fat Jesus, but no neck. I don't know where his neck went.
I'm sorry, I can't.
All right.
It's really good.
She places her card over the. She places her finger over the third card. She says, "This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight." And that is a sword of sunlight. And that is the Four of Stars. That's the Four of Stars. I see a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to the highest peak. So let me write that down for you. Alright. So those three treasures, a tome of history, a holy symbol of great worth, and a sword made of sun shall help you slay the devil Strahd. That is not all that can help you. For this card, she places her fingers on the bottom one. Look, this card sheds light on the one who will help you greatly battle against the darkness, an ally who will assist you in the destruction of the devil Strahd. Flips it over. It is the Mists. So let me find. That is. A Vistana wanders this land alone, searching for her mentor. He does not stay in one place for long. Seek her out at St. Markovia's Abbey, near the Mist. So,
do we know if she's the lady who sells the pastries?
No, that is definitely not her.
Well, that lady's pretty evil, so.
She also does not stay in place for very long.
That's true. Probably because
That's a very good point. She's probably the greatest ally we could hope for. We should go back and find her and buy some pastries.
No.
You are welcome to go by yourself.
But I'm driving the horse, so you have to come with me.
Okay.
You made this bed for yourself, I'm sorry.
And then she places her finger on the final card. That your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. And she flips it over, and that is the marionette. So I need to find out where it are. Look to great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby.
Okay, so a very tall mountain and another very tall mountain.
All these things are about holy things. Is there anything for me?
Oh, hold on, I'm writing.
I'll also be let's see.
All right, so
Great Hearts. I'm guessing that's heights. So.
oh yeah, heights. Yep, great heights.
Alright.
Look to Kingdom Hearts.
So basically, she has told you the location of three treasures, an ally against Strahd that if you find, then that will come in handy, and also the location of Strahd in his castle.
Okay, so we have
Nearby, apparently.
the knowledge is located at the evil tree. Some artifact is at a castle. We have a weapon
There's a holy
in a
symbol,
fallen house. Oh, the artifact's a holy symbol? Let me note that one. Okay,
The fallen
we have
house
a
has the
sword of
sword.
the sun. We have a sword of the sun in a fallen house. We have a woman wandering around near an abbey. And
Wait a minute. We
Dracula
already
is-
have. We already visited a fallen house, and we did find a silver sword there.
No dragons though,
Ah.
and it wasn't on a mountain.
What if the children are the dragon?
Well, we already laid them to rest, so it's a bit late for that.
Well, we can always go back and desecrate the graves, but I don't really want to.
And no.
I don't want to. I don't do stuff to children.
Alright.
Okay.
I have some questions about my future.
All right.
But Kalon's dead, so
All right. What do you have? What questions do you have?
I've got. How can I augment my power? Because none of these holy things are going to do it for me.
The book might help, actually.
All right, shotgun the book. The other question: if you can see into my future, do you know if I meet the pastry woman again?
She draws a card. She takes a look at it. She goes, "You will meet Morgantha again sooner or later."
Cool, excellent. Thanks for the help. I give her a gold piece.
She slides it back. I have no need for that.
You got no need for money. Great. You got any money to give me?
No.
You sure? Is there something I can do to help you out around here in exchange for all your help?
Lots of things I don't need.
No. Throwing the devil's Strahd will be enough for me.
I have a question.
Yes, Aiden.
What can you tell me about this? I say as I hand her the shovel.
It is used to move dirt from one place to another.
It is used to dig.
I mean, I've got one just like it. Would you like to borrow mine for further investigation?
Can you
dual
do
wield? You could dual wield shovels.
Guys, I think we might just not need these anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
he just
I
handed
already
them
had
to you
mine.
so that you could help dig the grave. Why do you still have it?
They've got wooden handles. We can make stakes.
But I brought enough rations for everyone.
I hate you. This is why you
I'm
get...
sorry, but Buckland isn't here, and I have to pick up the slack.
You,
Which
fuck
wanders
you,
back out
we're
into the
leaving.
party.
It's.
Fuck you too, and you...
I give the lady a very respectful and thankful bow.
She nods her head in turn.
I
Thank
shake
you
your
for all your
hand.
help.
She shakes it back.
Okay, bye, lady.
Sure, there's nothing you need.
I am positive, child.
Alright,
Okay.
now I... Just remember, guys, I am
Sure.
the new Burgomaster. It's me. All hail the Burgomaster.
Excuse me, I need to go corral my friend.
Now I need to move these
Bellatrix
tags that I
is
had
going
originally
to-
drawn because these are all completely different. Originally, the person that was going to help you was actually going to be Irina. I drew the card that allowed me to choose Irina. All right, I think that's good enough for tonight, or for today,
Yeah.
tonight, whatever.
The middle of the
Time,
night.
time, progression, etc. Also, I'm hungry. I want to go get lunch.
You're a
Yeah.
hungry boy.
I should eat something.
All right. So thanks for watching, everybody, and next time, the great treasure hunt begins, I guess, because now they have
Ooh.
to get Irina to Valaki. They have to find these treasures now. They have to find first people. They have to get to level 10. They have to gain levels in order to not be completely annihilated by an extremely powerful vampire. You know, the whole regular bob. All right.
I vote that next time we head to a mountain because mountains are easy to find.
What if we start off by
No, we
taking
go to
Irina to a
Valaki
house?
first.
We need to finish the escort quest first.
Yep.
Yeah, we probably don't want this lady with us. Because the wolves.
Yeah, once she
Yeah,
becomes...
we need to be indoors by the time the sun goes down.
Yeah, do you really want to be fighting wolves every night?
How do we get rid of the wolves?
Get rid of her, and then the wolves will be after her, not us.
I mean, we get rid of the wolves permanently by killing the vampire.
Yeah. I mean, presumably there are lots of wolves that he could choose from. Like Strawberry.
Presumably, he's just manifesting them. They're like familiars for him or something.
What if they're just dogs and they're trying to be friendly?
What if they're just real
Seems
hungry?
unlikely. You know what? And you stay out at night. You make friends with the dogs. I'm
Okay.
sure you could do it.
Okay, I'll take watch, sure. Yeah, I'll do it.
I'm sure it is within your power to make friends with the wolves.
Yeah, I'm very powerful. You're right. I can do this. I don't need you guys.
Absolutely.
I don't need anyone.
Oh God, I don't remember where any.
Just gonna
Oh,
sleep
wait.
here.
There's. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. So long. Farewell.
Bye.
Avita Zang adieu.
Bye.
Viewers.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, viewer.